Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's episode of This Week in Perfect Team. How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? It is a beautiful Thursday evening. Oh my goodness, what a day it has been. Here on the Out of the Park Developments channel, we had that big live stream earlier today. Our good buddy Rich Grisham doing a fantastic job helping raise money for the ALS Association. Plenty of good stuff today. Plenty of good action in Perfect Team as well. Today's just been a really good day. Hopefully y'all are having a great day so far today. Where's the sailor hat? I do not have one. I do not own one, unfortunately. Oh, man. What's the latest tally for the ALS fundraiser? Well, I am glad you asked. We're going to get to that in a little bit. But tonight, this is going to be a good content set tonight, folks. This is going to be a good one tonight. We are celebrating, obviously, today is Lou Gehrig Day. Day that we all remember the Iron Horse and help get kind of bring more awareness to the issues of ALS and that disease. So today we did that live stream today, and it has gone so far very, very well. How well? Well, thanks to the generosity of our players, we have raised $14,000 so far for the ALS Association, which includes a $5,000 match from Out of the Park themselves. That is an awesome total. I saw the thing go by in chat throughout the stream about what the running tally was, and I was just amazed at how much money we raised in just a 2-hour stream. That is absolutely awesome. Thank you so much for your donations. That is an awesome total. And the best part is you can still donate. You can go to donate.als.org/OOTP, the number 4 ALS. 3 random donors are going to win 100,000 perfect points as well. Folks, this is pretty doggone cool right here. ALS Association does some great work, and it's an awesome charity as well. I even threw in $100 as well in terms of my donation. However, you can donate however much you want as well. Oh man, today was just such a great job, and once again, thank you so much to Rich Grisham for that wonderful stream pitting 4 historical Yankee teams that had Lou Gehrig on them in that tournament. That was a fun one. Oh man. So let's go to some other big news in Perfect Team this week. Other than this big ALS Association stream, we also started our tournament leaderboard tracking. Yes, we did. This week, we have begun tracking for daily and weekly tournaments and perfect drafts to determine PT Championship Series qualifications. That's pretty cool stuff right there. For those of you who don't know how this works, we're going to go a little bit over that today before we get into the content tonight. So, there are some eligible tournaments if you want to get in on these leaderboards, and your position on the leaderboards will determine qualification for the Perfect Team Championship Series. So what eligible tournaments are there? Well, here's the list right here. All daily and weekly perfect drafts, all weekly traditional tournaments, and 10 daily cap tournaments. And you can choose whichever one you want. You can participate in whichever ones you want. 10 daily cap tournaments. Those are the daily iron cap, daily bronze cap, daily bronze floor, daily silver floor, daily gold floor, daily gold historical, daily low diamond, daily low open low cap, daily open medium, and daily high open. Pretty good stuff right there. And then there are prizes for the top 10 in point standings per week. First place in the standings gets 50,000 perfect points. That is no small change right there. Second place gets 35,000. Third and fourth get 25,000. Fifth through 10th get 15,000. And that's in each standings. And that's in each leaderboard right there. That's for the daily perfect drafts, the weekly perfect drafts, the weekly traditional tournaments, and the daily tournaments as well. That's pretty cool stuff right there. Where can we see the leaderboard? Eventually it will show up in the game. However, right now, we are tracking them manually. Unfortunately, I wanted to get an update to you guys tonight, but unfortunately we couldn't get any information in time. I would have really loved to share that on stream, but unfortunately we just couldn't get the updated leaderboard in time for tonight's stream. But we will do our best to try to get it out before the end of the week, I hope. I'm not making any promises, though. Does this mean quick tourneys do not count? That is correct. Quick tourneys do not count. All those eligible tournaments right there are the only ones that count toward those separate leaderboards. And these are separate leaderboards. Daily perfect drafts, weekly perfect drafts, weekly traditional, and the daily tournaments tonight. So, how do you earn those tourney points toward the standings? Well, here's the point distribution right here. For the 128 or 256 team tournaments, first place gets 25 points and goes down to 20 for second, 15 for third and fourth, 10 for fifth through eighth, 6 for ninth through 16th, 3 for 17th through 32nd, first for 31 point for 33rd through 64th, and 65th through 128th or 256th. Unfortunately, get 0. It's a little bit lower in the 64 team tourneys. First gets 20, second gets 15, third and fourth get 10, fifth through eighth get 6th, 9th through 16th get 3, 17th through 32nd get 1, and 33rd through 64th get 0 points. And yes, a week is Monday through Sunday. We're actually going to get to the schedule here in a little bit. So there are monthly tourney periods that there will be tournament leaderboard tracking. Period 1 we are in right now goes through from May 30th to July 3rd. The rest of the dates are here. And the first Perfect Team Master Series to be held with semifinalists from each PTCS format tournament sometime in October. There will be 4 different Perfect Team Championship Series tournaments for the daily perfect drafts, the weekly perfect drafts, the weekly tournament, the weekly regular tournaments, and the daily regular tournaments that are based on the leaderboard positions. I believe it's the top 128 from each leaderboard at the end of the 4 periods, I do believe, Nicolino? I know you're in the chat. You can correct me if I'm wrong. And the winner so the first Perfect Team Master Series will take the semifinalists from each of those, and the winner of the Perfect Team Master Series will face the winner of the most perfect leagues in the live head-to-head Perfect Team World Championship in late fall. And also, Mike ABC in the chat saying 50 more minutes to sign up for the Thursday OOTP era tournament, which does count toward the standings. 33 seats left. Some good stuff right there. All right, the Perfect Team Master Series will consist of all semifinalists in the PTCS of the first 4 periods. Okay, awesome. Awesome stuff right there. Then there's a second group of 4 periods right there with the second Perfect Team Master Series attached. And that one will be held in February. And the winner of that Perfect Team Master Series will take on the winner of the first Perfect Team World Championship in a second live Perfect Team World Championship sometime after that second Perfect Team Master Series. So there we go right there. That's a look at what we have going on for tournaments right now. Anyone can participate in these tournaments. You don't even need to have the best cards to even get in some of these tournaments. Some of these are like live cards only. Some of these are like really good formats right here that are really fun to participate. I've gotten in a few myself, and let me tell you, they're fun to build for. So this is going to be some pretty cool stuff right here. Is this summarized in the forums somewhere? Yes, it is. There is a stickied post in the Perfect Team 23 forums with pretty much a longer version of this explanation right here. So there we go. That's what we got going on for tournaments. Now let's get to the content tonight. This is going to be a good one right here. All right? Because, it's Lou Gehrig Day. And what's more Lou Gehrig than the New York Yankees? So we're going to have a bit of a theme. And I bet you can guess it once we get started with tonight's content. We start off our packable content. Actually, no. We have a few limited edition cards to get through tonight. I jumped the gun, doggone it. I jumped the gun. We start off with some limited edition cards. And our first one tonight is going to be Texas Rangers peak card Julio Franco, 99 overall, 86 BABIP, 67 power, 85 avoid K, 98 contact, 78 gap power, and 67 I right there. 100 copies of this one available. Some pretty decent defense on the infield. Can play first, can play second, can play short. Pretty good against lefties. Look at that 104 contact against lefties. Pretty good stuff right here. Career 298 hitter, hit 173 home runs right here. And the reason why we're doing this, it kind of coincides with a big milestone for him. On June 3rd, 2004, Julio Franco became the oldest player to hit a grand slam. Are they available now? They are not available now. They will be available sometime after 10 o'clock. It depends on how the system behaves, but we're going to have them out after 10 o'clock tonight. So keep an eye out for when we say that the cards are live. Some pretty good speed, some pretty good stealing on him as well. So pretty decent card right here. I would say mainly a second baseman. However, you can play him at short if you would like. First base isn't terrible as well. And he played 23 years in the bigs. It's pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. Alrighty, let's move on to our next limited edition card. Our second of 3 that we're going to be dropping today. And we have a 25 copy card coming down the pipe. And it is going to be 1906 Terry Turner from Cleveland. 93 overall right here. Requested by Roscoe, one of the winners of our Johnny Mize contest from Perfect Team 22. Where do we look to see when content goes live? We're going to be announcing it at our Discord, and I would think, and maybe our Twitter. We'll see about that as well. But this is a pretty good card right here. I think the first thing you look at with this card right here is defense. 91 infield range, 89 error, 84 arm, and 106 on the turn double play. Pretty cool stuff right here. Bag-wise, it's not terrible. 67 BABIP, 37 power, 90 avoid K, 74 contact, 76 gap power, and 71 I. He can play second, he can play third, he can play short. And he's not bad on the base paths either. 75 speed, 78 stealing, and 76 base running. Plus he can bunt as well, which that is pretty cool right there. Yep, and in 1906, he hit 291 with a couple homers, 62 RBI, 9.3 wins above replacement according to baseballreference.com, mainly because of that outstanding defense right over there. And for 77 years, this guy held the Cleveland team record for stolen bases with 254. This is a pretty cool card right here. Terry Turner, limited edition, 25 copies. Going to be available in packs starting at 10 o'clock-ish tonight. And our final limited edition card of the evening is Edwin Diaz from the 2018 Seattle Mariners, requested by Tinkerman3. Whoo, buddy. You talk about Edwin Diaz, you gotta talk about stuff right here. 134 stuff, 87 movement, 68 control. Pretty good splits right here. Just a tiny bit better against righties. than he is against lefties. Big 112 rating on the changeup right here. Should be a Met. Ooh, that's a In 2018, my goodness, Edwin Diaz was such a dominant force in the back of the bullpen for the Mariners. 73 games, had a 1.96 ERA, 57 saves. 57 saves. That's big number right there. 15.2 strikeouts per 9, 2.1 walks per 9. He was named the AL Relief Pitcher of the Year and became the youngest pitcher to ever collect 50 saves in a season. That's pretty cool right there. He was definitely a Mariner in 2018. Yeah, definitely a Mariner. And then he went to the Mets in the next season, and we all know what happened from there. Edwin Diaz, 25 copies of him will be available in packs later on tonight. Pretty cool 100 overall card right here. Alrighty. Now, let's get to the big content at hand tonight. Like I said earlier, what is more Lou Gehrig than the New York Yankees? Let's go ahead and get started with our first Yankee card of the evening. George Pipgris from the 1930 New York Yankees, 77 overall silver card. Pretty interesting card right here for the silver ranks. 70 stuff, 82 movement, 65 control. Pretty good against righties. A little bit more movement and control against righties. Same amount of stuff between righties and lefties. Pretty cool right there. 74 fastball, 43 curveball, 62 screwball. So he has a little bit of a screwball action right there. And a 77 knuckle curve right here. Some good stamina, good hold runners as well. Got the knuckle curve? Yes, he does. I love myself a good knuckle curve pitch right there. Trust me. 1930, George Pipgris, not a bad season right here. 15-15 with a 4.11 ERA in 30 starts. Had a few strikeouts per 9, 2.9 walks per 9. But this year, he led the American League in shutouts with 3. And, fun fact, after his retirement, he was an umpire in the American League from 1938 to 1946. So pretty cool stuff right here. Are these all packables or missions? These are all packables. There will be no missions tonight. No missions tonight. All right, so pretty good stuff right here. George Pipgris from the 1930 New York Yankees. Pretty cool stuff right here. PT Lawson thought the silver drops, we are hoping they will be delivered tomorrow. That's the hope. That is the hope. All right, let's move on to our next card of the evening, and we go to the gold ranks, and it is Bill Dickey from the 1929 New York Yankees. Bill Dickey, a fan favorite from Perfect Team 22. This was a good card right here in 22, and this is going to be a pretty decent card here in 23. 75 BABIP, 43 power, 92 on the avoid K, 83 contact, 81 gap power, and 34 eye. Some pretty good catcher ability right here at 73. Catcher arm around a 58 or so. Very much better against righties than he is against lefties. More of a platoon bat kind of a guy. But in 1929, this was his rookie year, so he wasn't quite Bill Dickey as of yet. But he did have a 324 batting average, 346 on base, 485 slugging, 10 homers, and 65 RBI right here. Pretty cool stuff right here. Whoo, boy. Yeah, this is his rookie season, so he wasn't quite Bill Dickey yet. But he did lead all catchers with 95 assists and 13 double plays in 1929. That is insane. I mean, I had to double check. I had a little bit of a double take when I saw that 13 double play number on his baseball reference page. Just absolutely crazy how a catcher can have 13 double plays, but probably is like a catcher to second and then back to first for the double play kind of a situation. That's my guess right there. But yeah. So pretty cool stuff right there. Bill Dickey. This is going to be a hot gold card right here. I have a good feeling about it. From the 1929 New York Yankees. All right, so we have Bill Dickey out of the way. Why don't we go to the other end of the battery and go to gold Lefty Gomez, 87 overall from the 1934 New York Yankees. Lefty starter right here. Pretty decent gold card right here. 79 stuff, 60 movement, and 76 control. Yes, a Lefty Gomez card with actual control. Whoo! Whoo! Pretty cool stuff right here. Plus, he's got a little bit of reverse splits when it comes to stuff. However, a little bit more movement, a little bit more control against lefties. Has a fastball, curveball, changeup. Very good stamina at 109, 91 on the hold runners. And let me tell you, this was a really good Lefty Gomez season in 1934. Was this the only year he didn't walk people? It sure as heck seems like it, man. Sure as heck seems like it. He went 26-5 this year. Only 5 losses. Just insane stuff. This is a career high in both categories. 2.33 ERA, 6 shutouts, and a 1.13 walks and hits per inning pitched right there. And Lefty Gomez was really good back in the day. Was an all-star every year from 1933 to 1939, and he finished third in the MVP vote in 1934. So pretty cool stuff right here. Probably one of his best seasons as a Yankee lefty. So there you go. Lefty Gomez, 87 overall from the 1934 Yankees in Perfect Team 23. So I wonder if you're starting to get the theme of tonight. Let's go to the next card in our set tonight. And it is right-handed starter Waite Hoyt from the 1927 New York Yankees. Oh my goodness. This guy. Not bad. Not bad. 22-7 this year with a 2.63 ERA in 1927 for Waite Hoyt. This card, pretty good right here. 66 stuff, 83 movement, 89 control, 72 fastball, 74 curveballs, 49 on the slider. Pretty cool stuff right here. A little bit better against lefties in terms of stuff. Just a point better in movement and control against righties. Very, very evenly split right here on this card. My goodness, some good stamina, really good hold runners. I mean, back in the day, these guys could go 9 innings, like almost all the time. Almost all the time. 3 shutouts this year for Waite Hoyt in 256 and a third innings pitched. A 1.15 whip. Pretty cool stuff right here. A little bit of a factoid that I think might please some of our Reds fans in the crowd. He was the play-by-play voice of the Cincinnati Reds for 24 years. That's pretty cool right there. And our boy DA has it in the chat. That is the theme tonight. These are all teammates of Lou Gehrig. Pretty cool stuff right here tonight. Yep, I see Buffoon had it as well. Yep. All right. So yep, that's kind of the theme that we're kind of going for tonight. You know, we're going with some teammates of Lou Gehrig tonight. So pretty cool stuff right here. And this one, really cool card right here. But you know who's even cooler than Waite Hoyt on the pitcher's mound for the Yankees around this time period? Herb Pennock from the 1928 New York Yankees. Look at the movement and control on this card. Whoo! Whoo! 50 stuff, 109 movement, 89 9 control. Nice stuff right here. Almost evenly split as well. Has a fastball, has a curveball, has a slider, has a changeup, has a screwball as well. 110 stamina, 83 on the hold runners. Oh boy. 1928, a really good year for Herb Pennock. 17-6, a 2.56 on the ERA, 211 innings pitched, had 5 shutouts, a 1.20 WHIP. Played for the Red Sox, the Yankees, the A's, and he was posthumously inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1948. So pretty good stuff. Herb Pennock, this is going to be a pretty good card right here, especially that movement and control. That's going to help out a lot of teams with some really good defense behind them. All right, let's move on to our next card of the evening. We only have 4 more cards to reveal tonight. A little bit of a short content set tonight, but you know what? I think we're going to get to some names that you might be familiar with the New York Yankees. How about Joe Dimaggio from the 1939 New York Yankees? Here we go. 73 BABIP, 89 power, 88 avoid K, 97 contact, 86 gap, and 55 I. Look at the V left stats right here. 73 BABIP, 104 power, 88 avoid K, 103 contact, 99 gap power, and 64 I right here. Pretty decent-ish in center field. Could be a DH option as well. 81 range, 83 error, and 71 on the outfield arm. This is something right here. Mainly a versus lefty, kind of a platoon guy maybe. Versus righty, it's a little bit interesting. 95 contact, 88 avoid K, 84 power, 73 BABIP. So at least the same on the BABIP and avoid K. A little bit less contact, a little bit less on the gap, and a little bit less on the I. So there's a little bit of a caveat there with that V-right split right there. But really good versus lefties. And really good in 1939. 381, 448, 671 on the slash line, hit 30 homers this year, 126 RBI. He was the MVP that year and an all-star. And in 1939, in August, 53 RBI. That's a lot of RBI right there. And it tied Hack Wilson's record for the most ever in a single month in MLB history. That is fascinating right there. It's pretty good. Some pretty good stuff right here for Joe Dimaggio. And if you thought Dimaggio was all right, how about Babe Ruth from the 1930 New York Yankees? 62 BABIP, 126 power, 48 on the avoid K, 90 contact, 68 gap power, 105 on the I. Oh man, we get our first Babe Ruth card of the game. May not be the last, I don't know. 61 BABIP, 119 power, 47 avoid K against lefties. Very good power against righties as well, 128. Really good eye as well on this card. He can play left, he can play right. Decent-ish defensively. Might be more of a DH type. Could possibly play left field for maybe a few teams if you have no one else to play out there. But the power right now certainly can play right now. 1930, hit 359, 493, 732 on the slash line. 49 homers this year, 153 RBI, had 136 walks, leading Major League Baseball in that entire category in that year. And he led the AL in home runs with 49 home runs as well. And he has a good bunt rating because he had a career high in sacrifice hits that year with 21. pretty cool stuff right here. What are his hot dog eating stats? I don't know. I would assume a 128. But then again, you never know. Alrighty. Well, now we got 2 more cards left to go tonight. And our first one is going to be 100 overall, Red Ruffing, right-handed starter from the New York Yankees. 95 stuff, 89 movement, 86 control. Has a fastball, has a curveball, has a slider right here. Pretty good card right here. 98 stuff against righties, 90 movement, 87 control. 91 stuff against lefties, 87 movement, and 84 control. And he can hit a little bit as well. 47 contact, 41 power on this card as well. Not exactly the best hitter as a pitcher, but fairly serviceable if you ever find yourself in a back alley somewhere, also known as a no DH tournament. Career record 273 and 225 with a 3.80 ERA, 3.78 FIP, and a 6-time World Series champion. And in 1932, this is a fun one right here, he was the first pitcher ever to win 1-0, strike out more than 10 batters, and hit a home run in the game to account for the only run of the game. That's pretty cool right there. 104 stamina, 64 on the hold runner right here. Red Ruffing in the game. Oh, buddy. So we have one more card to go. And you know what? Let's just get it out of the way. You know, everyone knows what this card is going to be. It's going to be everyone's favorite Yankee first baseman, Lou Gehrig. And today is June 2nd, which MLB has designated as Lou Gehrig Day. It's kind of a recent thing that they're doing to put it on June 2nd. It actually started last year, I do believe. And June 2nd kind of memorable in a couple of ways. I don't know about memorable, but very significant in a couple of ways. June 2nd was chosen because it is today is the 97th anniversary of when Lou Gehrig became the Yankees' starting first baseman in 1925. And June 2nd is also, unfortunately, the day in 1941 when he passed away from ALS. And if you watched any of the games today in MLB, players wore a patch on their jersey, signifying Lou Gehrig Day and ALS awareness. And as you know, ALS is an incurable disease right now, and hopefully there have been a lot of efforts to try to find a cure over the years, and hopefully with some of the money that we've raised today from the charity stream earlier today, all the other donations that the ALS Association gets in during the year, hopefully one day we can find a cure for this very, very unfortunate and terrible disease that unfortunately did claim the life of one of the greatest first basemen in New York Yankees history. But this is also a special card for us. And when you see the card itself, I think you'll understand why this is something that we kind of hyped up as something that has never happened before with content in Out of the Park. Perfect team. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you 100 overall, peak Lou Gehrig from the New York Yankees. Soak it in, folks. There it is. The first historical card in perfect team history to have a player's likeness on the card. And not just the cool card art. Look at the hitting stats right here. 79 BABIP, 121 power, 84 avoid K, 114 on the content, 106 gap, 100 I. Ladies and gentlemen, you are probably looking right now at the best first baseman right now in the game, right here. And look at the splits against righties right here. 4 ratings over 100, 3 of them over 110. 80 BABIP, 118 power, 89 avoid K, 115 on the contact, 111 on the gap power, 103 on the I. Oh my goodness. And he can also play defense right here as well. 69 range, 57 errors, 62 arm, and 48 on the turn. Double play, 53 speed, 66 stealing, 59 base running. He can bunt. Oh my goodness. What a card to encapsulate this absolutely outstanding player. Hit 340 for his career, 493 home runs, 1,995 RBI, 2-time MVP, 6-time World Series champ, played in 2,130 consecutive games. This is not a limited edition card, folks. This is going to be in packs. This is pretty cool card right here. And, oh man, I am just in awe of this card. Like this is probably one of my favorite cards in this entire game right now. Just based on the hitting stats alone, but also the card art. Shout outs to our guy Daniel for putting this card together. This is just outstanding. That's absolutely outstanding. So guys, there you have it. Our Lou Gehrig Day content set of packable cards. Babe Ruth, Bill Dickey, Herb Pennock, Joe DiMaggio, Hoyt, George Pipgris, Lefty Gomez, Red Ruffing, and Lou Gehrig as the big card of the set tonight. Oh my goodness. Some great stuff right here tonight. Oh my goodness. What a night. What a night, everybody. Thank you all so much. Oh, yeah, that's right. We have some big news. Historical packs. They're going to be available right now in the card, in the game. Woo, 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 woo. Historical packs going to be available right now. And they're going to be available for purchase through the weekend. Pretty cool stuff right here. And another little bit of news. Just a reminder, actually, it's a little more of a reminder than news, that this coming Monday, June 6th, is going to be our next live card update. So be prepared for new overalls for a lot of the live cards in the game. Now, here's the thing, real quick. If you, just a little bit of a PSA, because I know we get asked this a lot when live updates happen. Do we know who won the drawing? We don't know yet. It's going to be open. The ALS donation prize drawing. We're going to let that go for a few more days so that more people can donate. And then in a few days, we will do the drawing and we will let the winners know if they won. So check your emails, check just check emails, check anything really to see if you won and everything. So what's the criteria for changing the ratings of live cards? It's a mystery that I will not reveal. But yeah, so going back to live cards, one of the things that we get asked all the time when it comes to live cards, and I'm actually going to go back to the title screen here. One of the things we get asked is like, hey, this card's like a 90 whatever, and it was once a gold, but now it's like a gold card. Why am I seeing the card picture art having a 90 something when it's actually a gold right now? Or vice versa, a diamond, a gold card that became a diamond or something like that. And it came out of a gold pack or something like that. Well, I do advise you, if that happens and you get like a different like card background or something and card art and stuff like that. God, fumbling all of my words here. You can go to your perfect team settings. Go to the troubleshooting tab. Well, there's a drop down that says troubleshooting in the top right. And you can click on reset all caches or caches or however that's pronounced. And you can, and it'll reset all the card cache in the game and you'll get the correct card pictures after a restart of the game. So if you have that kind of stuff happen, that's one way to fix it. So there you go. Alrighty. Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Really appreciate y'all being here for what I believe is a really excellent content set. And we will see you, and I will see you, on Friday night for the next episode of the This Week in Perfect Team Friday Showdown. And here on Sunday night for the Perfect Team Weekly Prep. Some good stuff coming up this weekend. And don't forget, next week for This Week in Perfect Team, next Thursday, same time, same channel. All right, guys. Have a great rest of the night. This has been dishnet 34, signing out.